right, viewers. The Red Fort suicide bomber attack, now clearly established as a terror attack with the NIA taking over the probe. Confirms, if you stitch together the sequence of events of the last 24 hours, a footprint that can be traced all the way to Pakistan. Of course, more investigation, detailed investigation is warranted, whether or not the main actors in this terror plot can be linked to Pakistan. But the sheer fact that the terror module that was busted, to which is linked Dr. Omar Mohammed, who was behind the wheels of the I-20, which was laden with explosives and detonated in front of gate number 1 at Red Fort Metro Station, right behind me, sees its links, bears its link to the terror module that was busted yesterday, where 2,900 kilos of ammonium nitrate explosives, sophisticated weaponry in terms of AK-47, AK-57 pistols, all of that was amassed and busted by the Jammu and Kashmir police, points out to the footprint of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, which again traces its links all the way back to Pakistan, Bahawalpur.
The Red Fort terror blast. And now a widening probe that points beyond Delhi. Investigators are tracking not just a car and its driver, but what they believe could be the footprint of a larger network. At 8:04 a.m. Monday, the I-20, which exploded, entered Delhi from the Badarpur border. By 8:20, it was caught on CCTV at a petrol pump in Okhla. Hours later, at 3:19 p.m., the same car drove into the Sunheri Masjid parking lot near the Red Fort, where it stayed for nearly 3 hours. At 6:48 p.m., it rolled out of the lot and just minutes later exploded at a red light near the Red Fort, killing 9 people. The man behind the wheel, Dr. Muhammad Umar, now believed to have been part of a larger terror module operating from Delhi to Pulwama. The I-20, bearing the number HR26 CE7674, is now at the center of a deepening terror probe. Its ownership trail winds through multiple hands, and now investigators are piecing together who was behind this car of terror. A trail that runs from Haryana to Pulwama. The I-20 was first owned by Muhammad Salman, who says he sold it to a man named Nadeem. Nadeem passed it on to a used car dealer in Faridabad. From there, Tariq, a Pulwama resident, bought it. The final buyer, Dr. Umar, is alleged to have been behind the wheel where the blast took place. Investigators now say Umar wasn't just a buyer. He was allegedly the mastermind of the Red Fort blast, part of a sleeper cell linked to Jaish-e-Mohammed. Two of his close associates, Dr. Adil Ahmed Rater and Muzammil Shakil, are already under arrest. Shakil was picked up by the Jammu Kashmir police on October 30, just days after Adil Rater's detention. Their interrogation led investigators to a shocking discovery. The cops recovered 2,900 kg of bomb-making material, including 350 kg of an explosive agent, ammonium nitrate, from the residence of Muzammil Shakil, a medical professor at the Al-Falah Hospital in Haryana's Faridabad near Delhi. Dr. Umar was also employed at the Al-Falah Hospital. Sources tell India Today that Dr. Umar maintained encrypted online contact with suspected handlers abroad. When the Faridabad module was busted, Umar panicked and, fearing arrest, allegedly planted the explosives himself in the I-20, carrying out what investigators believe was a suicide mission. The explosion killed him instantly, along with 8 others caught in the blast radius. DNA samples are now being matched to confirm Umar's identity. Multiple agencies, including the NIA, Delhi Police Special Cell, and IB, are now probing the module's communication trail, financial links, and possible instructions from Jaish-e-Mohammed's base in Pakistan's Bahawalpur region. As the probe deepens, the question grows louder. Was this just one cell acting alone, or the sign of a revived network trying to strike in the heart of India? Bureau Report, India Today.